Hey everyone, this is Jimmy with Work Life Workouts here for another health video, part of my health series focusing on joint discomforts, joint pains, and other chronic issues that Americans typically suffer with. All this is intended to aid you in your exercises, but also to help your lifestyle and reduce any discomfort that you may be experiencing. Today's video centers on neck health and how to rehabilitate a neck and properly warm it up prior to exercise. Neck pains can be chronic or acute. If you just suffered an injury, however minor or severe it is, definitely go check it out with a doctor. Get their opinion first. I wouldn't recommend any exercises prior to doctor's approval, especially if you were just recently in an accident. But with that being said, if you have gone cleared and you've been told you can start some minor exercises, some of these are really good to get going. You can do them throughout the day. You can do them periodically. Nothing has to be done straight through, and they don't have to be performed as warm-ups. They can simply be performed as rehabilitation exercises. So whenever you find a moment in the day, these 3 exercises right here are very easy to do, and then I'll show you some 3 exercises that are based on them that add some resistance to help you warm up. The first one we're going to start off with is a shoulder roll. So you're just going to roll the shoulders. You're going to keep the neck relaxed. What you want to do is you're warming up those shoulder muscles that line up to the neck and getting them nice and loose by moving the shoulders. And you want to depress the shoulder a lot and then rotate it and elevate it up and down. And then you're going to do about 10 forward rotations and 10 backward rotations. Those together should help you warm up the shoulder muscles to help line up the neck. The next one's going to be very similar. It'll be a neck roll. So you're going to be rolling around the neck. Again, be very careful. If you suffered an injury, you may be feeling some nerve responses to any movement in a certain direction where the neck was damaged. You want to listen to your body to what it's telling you. Again, these are intended once your doctor has cleared you to start an exercise. So you're going to do about 10 rolls in counterclockwise and then 10 rolls clockwise, making sure to really feel the neck muscles stretch out. If you got your shoulder muscles nice and warmed up, it'll help you with the neck muscles getting warm and stretched out. The final one here, a quick one, is just a simple tucking in the chin to the chest, helping elongate the neck and the spine, and then all the way back, stretching out the neck, down, and back. Those 3 alone, just performing them periodically throughout the day, on and off, will help you rehabilitate the sore muscles in the neck. Again, and after any acute injury or even chronic pain, the typical result is a muscle being tight or the nerves firing when there's a certain movement. These exercises help warm up the muscles, get them used to being awake and active, and forget the injury essentially. It's also important to note that the shoulders are very much connected to the neck. The muscles that line that are your trapezius and your rhomboids, they do line up to your neck, and so it's important you get a good proper shoulder stretch and shoulder warm up. I recommend resistance bands a lot. Any dip action, any action that you're doing, like a bench press or a shoulder press, if you simulate those with the resistance bands and a lighter weight, you help the muscles get warmed up and ready for that lift before, and avoid any injury or damage to it. Another thing to focus on when you are doing the workouts and you're using this as a warm-up, do not tense the neck during warm-ups. During workouts. There's very few workouts where the neck has to be warm or has to be used. And unfortunately, because we are trying to push so much weight, sometimes we do end up squeezing the neck very, very hard. And again, I would avoid that. These final 2 exercises here, or I guess 3, are just adding resistance to kind of what we were doing before, but this time we're focusing on the neck. What you're going to do is you're going to take your hand, you're going to place it against your chin, and you're going to kind of push against it. You're not going to move so much, you're just going to push against it. Feel the muscles starting to flex in the neck, simulating that movement. You're going to do the same on the other side, and then you're going to do the same pushing forward on your forehead. So you don't want to actually move, you just want to use the hand as a stopper and push against the hand, simulating the flexion. We're creating that flexion in the muscles. Once you've gotten better with that, and maybe a couple days of doing that, a week, you want to start adding some more difficulty. You can do some resistance by cupping your head and pushing against it. Same thing, but we're doing larger movements. You can do these to either side. You know, resist the movement. You can do it again with this, resisting it, moving back. And all you're doing really is getting, again, the muscles engaged, getting them active, getting them firing, and teaching the body that whatever movement's happening, it's not an injury, it's not anything that's dangerous. Your body may be in panic mode, or the muscle may be in panic mode every time there is movement after an injury, or you may be simply suffering from chronic neck pain, and the result of that can be tight muscles, and hopefully nothing else that's more serious. Again, like I said in the video, in the beginning of the video, this is part of my health series. This is focusing on warm-ups and rehabilitation exercises that you can help to alleviate discomfort, better your lifestyle, and solve some of those chronic pains that a lot of people suffer from. Thanks for joining.